What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 26th of April. We're sitting here at about 95K. What else is new over the past few days? We're slowly inching higher, and in my opinion, this is just, it's very obvious that we're not going to get this pullback, okay? We found resistance at the golden ratio. Everybody and their best friends, they all know about the golden ratio, okay? Everybody knows about this. So, of course, we're going to find resistance here and pull back to one of these areas of prior resistance or prior support, maybe. But nope, we actually kept pushing through. With yesterday's close, we actually closed above the golden ratio. And what I anticipate is going to happen next is that we're going to get some follow through. It might be over the weekend. Little known fact, and only people who were in, I would say, any kind of previous bull cycle would know this. Maybe they wouldn't know this if they're not paying attention, but Bitcoin, when it likes to get away, it actually does so on the weekends sometimes, right? Like, and I say sometimes, in bullish moments in the bull market, it actually happens a good bit of the time. Not always. I'm not saying every significant move in a bull market happens over the weekend, but a lot of people, generally, the weekends are boring. And that's why the bullish moments that we rip through the roof, those are oftentimes, it's when people are asleep at the wheel. They're not expecting big things to happen. That big things happen, right? If we look at this day here, that was on Tuesday. That wasn't actually that big of a, or that wasn't on the weekend. But Monday is a predominantly weekend day, right? Before the stock market opens in the United States, before we get the market to open up, Monday is already over. It's like got 10 hours left in it, right? It's over halfway done at that point. So most of Monday is over the weekend. So you actually, if you closed here, you probably started your day moving up over the weekend, right? It wasn't, and so for most people in America, that's actually on Sunday, or in the Western Hemisphere, that's on Sunday still, most of this move. It's not always cut and dry, and this isn't a prime example of that. But if we look here, this big move was on a Sunday. That big green candle there was on a Sunday. We found our low here. We started moving up. That was on a Wednesday. I've noticed Wednesdays have been good too. But then we moved up on Friday and Saturday. We moved up over the weekend a little bit, right? This big day right here, that was on a Monday, which is kind of a weekend day. Sunday you moved up, right? Tuesday, Wednesday showing up again, right? But I'm just saying it doesn't happen all the time. But during bull markets, I have noticed in my time that we do get away during the weekend sometimes. And it wouldn't surprise me if over the next couple of days, if we saw prices that were up at about $100,000 to $105,000. If not over the next couple of days, we're certainly looking for that by the end of the month, by the monthly end, if not higher. But something in this area, the ultimate goal. And it's okay if we don't see this. If this doesn't happen, we're not in the doghouse. It's not a requirement. It would just look nice. It would really be a nice finish to this kind of this month here, to this whole bearish quarter of a year that we've had. Okay, if we could close, let me get rid of this fib. If we can close above this high at about $102.4 thousand, we will effectively engulf the entirety of this consolidation phase. The entirety of the last 6 months of price action will be engulfed with one single monthly close. That's what would happen. That'd be phenomenal. Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, but this is the 6 months. So 6 months of price action engulfed by 1 month, right? That would be a really, really good goal. And then on top of that, I'm sure if we're looking at the monthly RSI, we'd be pointed, if not into the overbought zone. Every time we get into the overbought zone, we see good growth, right? This whole cycle, the 2 times, I guess, that we've been overbought, provided this move, right? If we saw something of a similar magnitude, there's no way that we'd be at any kind of price that's below $140,000. And there's a very sizable chance that we see prices that are as high as $180,000 by the end of June, if not very early July, okay? We might close June high and then wick up in July to come back down. That's kind of my expectation, but you never know. You go back here, you look at the monthly RSI getting into the overbought zone. That's when you do your best work. Okay, we had a good run up here, but we didn't get overbought, so we got held down. You get overbought, and that's whenever the finale phase happens. We're in that finale phase of the bull market right now. It feels like it. It feels like it to me. Some people aren't convinced at this point, but I really do believe that we're going to see some good times ahead. Hard to say how high everything moves up over the next couple of months here, but sorry, I got distracted. There's a bug right there. Poor little guy. Looks like he's having a hard time walking, but he's okay. I'll give them something after this. Bugs like honey, just so you know. If you ever have honey and you have a little bug, if you leave it on like a cap, leave some honey on there. They'll lick it up, they'll eat it, they'll go right to it. Sometimes they kill themselves, but oftentimes they actually enjoy it. So, anyways, we're at $94,800 right now, looking to move up potentially over the weekend. If not, I expect we just continue to move sideways like we did before, and then inevitably sometime next week, by the end of the month, we'll be above $100,000. If not, maybe even at new all-time highs. If we can move up over the weekend, I wouldn't be surprised if we were at new all-time highs by the end of the month. I got nothing else for you guys. I've talked long enough. My voice is dying. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. The 4 hour RSI actually looks poised to go up, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we moved up over the weekend, but time will tell. Okay, take care. Bye bye.